So Graham Henry has delivered his verdict on the Rugby Championship after 2 rounds, and he did not hold back on the Springboks. The former All Blacks coach believes South Africa have slipped backwards from the team that dominated in 2024, even as he warns they remain dangerous heading into the Eden Park showdown. All 4 teams registered victories in the opening fortnight, but it is New Zealand who topped the table thanks to bonus points despite already suffering a defeat. Now, Robertson's All Blacks must host defending champion South Africa in back-to-back tests, beginning at Eden Park, a ground where they have not lost in over 3 decades. The Springboks began 2025 in rampant form, dismantling the Barbarians, Italy, and Georgia, but their aura cracked in Johannesburg. At Ellis Park, they raced into a 22-5 lead only to implode, conceding 33 unanswered points and losing to the Wallabies for the first time in the professional era at that stadium. They did recover a week later in Cape Town, beating Australia 30-22 through a Handré Pollard masterclass and a return to their traditional power game. Still, Henry believes they are not the same threat as last year. I think that the Aussies have got better, their coaching is very good, they have improved immensely, which is great for rugby on this side of the world, he told Newstalk ZB. But on the box, he was blunt. I think that the South Africans have gone backwards from last year, but they will be hugely motivated for the All Blacks too. Eden Park will be a massive test, they have got the ability, there is no doubt about that, they have got more depth than anybody in the world right now, depth and talent. But Joe Schmidt and Mike Cron have done a fabulous job at the Wallabies, and they have got their pride back. Their problem is they don't have a lot of depth. So whether they can keep a top team on the park is the big challenge. Henry also praised Argentina after their historic win over the All Blacks in Mendoza, saying the Pumas completely outplayed the All Blacks across the park. And he isn't the only World Cup winning coach raising alarms. Eddie Jones has also joined the chorus, arguing the Boks are suffering from a deeper issue, a squad in transition. There's that part of it, and the second part is that the Springboks are going through some sort of transitional period, Jones said on the Rugby Unity podcast. They've had 2 successful World Cups, and because of that, they've had players at the right age to win it. Those players who have been up for 8 years are starting to get older, so they need to be thinking about how to replace those players, and I think Rassie has spoken about that in a way with how he talks about building depth, but they are rebuilding to an extent. This team's gone back to the old formula. D'Allende comes back, Willie Leroux comes back, Pollard, Jean-Luc Dupries is the big physical number 8. They've gone back to a better calling lock, which has always been a traditional part of the Springbok setup. Sometimes when you're rebuilding, you have to go back to the past to help you rebuild again. Losing that test would have hurt them, and they've gone back to a more tried and true combination that he thinks can do the job in Cape Town. Meanwhile, Jake White has turned up the heat even further, writing in Rugby Pass that this upcoming Eden Park clash is much bigger than 80 minutes of rugby. The ex-Bok coach warned that the All Blacks aura is fading fast. The 2025 Rugby Championship is being characterized for records falling, and that should worry the All Blacks, he wrote. The bottom line? Henry says the Springboks aren't the force they were. Jones claims they're rebuilding. White insists the All Blacks' own mystique is on the line. Eden Park could be the venue where myths are shattered or restored. So here's the burning question. Are South Africa truly in decline, or are Henry, Jones and White underestimating Erasmus's Boks ahead of the biggest tests of the year? Drop your thoughts below, subscribe to Green and Gold Army News and join the debate because Eden Park is about to decide legacies.